Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Afika Khalida binti Izlan. I am from SR1131C. My student ID is 2020496932 and my lecturer's name is Dr. Nuraila Azura. This is my group mates, which is known as Muhammad Amir Arif bin Ibrahim and Alia Tahira binti Ali Tahir. Today, I would like to present about the cardiovascular system in chapter 2. So, this is what I will present today, which is, first one is the introduction, the structure and anatomy in cardiovascular system, function of cardiovascular system, blood flow in cardiovascular system, abnormal condition of heart, and the last one is conclusion. The cardiovascular system, also known as the circulatory system. The cardiovascular system also include the lymphatic system to create the circulatory system. These are the three major structures of the cardiovascular system. The first structure is known as the heart. The function of the heart is to pump blood around to the body. It is located between two lungs, and the structure of the heart is the muscle is the size of a fist and it roughly cone-shaped. The hearts have two sides, which is left side and right side. It has four chambers. The left and right side have two chambers, a top and a bottom chambers. The top chambers are known as the right and left atrium. For the bottom chambers, it's known as the left and right ventricles. Our heart have two systems, which is pulmonary and systemic system. For the pulmonary system, it is at the right side. It has the oxygenated blood and it's located in the lungs. For the systemic system, it at the left side. It pumps blood throughout to the body. This is the layers of the heart wall. Second is the blood vessels. We have two blood vessels, which is known as the arteries and veins. Function of the blood vessels is the tube which carry blood. For the veins, it carry blood from the body back to the heart. And for the arteries, it carry blood from the heart to the body. Starting in the heart, the blood flows to the body through the arterial blood vessels. For the information, the largest artery is the aorta. These arteries are subdivided into two smaller systems, which is known as arterioles and arterial capillaries. This is our blood capillaries, which is arterial capillary and venous capillary. Function of the arterial capillary is to drop off oxygen and nutrients to the body cell. For the venous capillary, it is to pick up metabolic waste from the body cell. They work together to completing the circulatory circuit. Third one is the valves. The valves are fibrous web of tissue found between the heart chambers and the blood vessels. The function is like a gate which prevents blood from flowing in the wrong direction. We have four valves, which is known as pulmonary valve, tricuspid valve, mitral valve, and aortic valve. The aortic valve is found at the base of aorta, while the pulmonary valve is found at the base of the pulmonary trunks. Next one is function of the cardiovascular system. The first function is to maintain blood flow to all parts of the body. It is to survive nicely without facing any problem. The second function is to transport of nutrients, oxygens, hormones to cells throughout to the body. Also than that, it can removal of the metabolic waste such as nitrogenous waste and carbon dioxide. Not only that, function of cardiovascular system also to protection of the body by white blood cells, antibodies, and complement proteins. The other one function that I can found in this cardiovascular system is to regulating the body temperature. In the heat, blood vessels close to the surface of the skin enlarge. This process called vasodilation. For the example, when a person takes a part in exercise, their face can become pink due to vasodilation of the blood vessels. The next one is when in the cold, blood vessels at the skin surface is closed. The process called vasoconstriction. Next, we go through to the blood flow in cardiovascular system. This is how the blood flow in our cardiovascular system. Blood enters the heart through two large veins, which is known as the inferior and superior vena cava. Next, it moves to the right atrium. As the atrium contracts, blood flow from the right atrium into the right ventricle through the open tricuspid valve. When the ventricle is full, the tricuspid valve shuts. This is because to prevent blood from flowing backward into the atrium while the ventricle are contracts. As the ventricle contracts, blood leaves the heart through the pulmonary valve into the pulmonary artery and to the lungs where the blood becomes oxygenated. The pulmonary vein empties oxygen-rich blood from the lungs into the left atrium. As the atrium contracts, blood flow from the left atrium into the left ventricle through the open mitral valve. When the ventricle is full, the mitral valve will shut. It is to prevent blood from flowing backward into the atrium while the ventricle are contracts. As the ventricle contracts, blood valve leave the heart through aortic valve in the aorta and to the body. Let's see what is the abnormal condition of heart. The first one is arrhythmias. They are divided for two types, which is bradycardia and tachycardia. For the bradycardia is known as the heart rate slowly. It is less than 60 beats per minute. As we know, at the rest, people heart will rate between 60 until 100 beats per minute. This problem can be a serious problem. It causes problem in conduction pathways of the heart. It don't allow electrical impulse to pass properly from the atria to the ventricle. Other than that, it also causes low thyroid hormone, which is known as hypothyroidism. The second type is tachycardia. The tachycardia is known as the heart rate faster. It is more than 100 beats per minute. It usually happens after exercise when someone is having a pain or having a stress. Sometimes the tachycardia has no symptoms. Second heart problem is coronary heart disease. It is narrowing of the coronary arteries by atherosclerosis. It refers to build up fats, cholesterol, and other substances in and on your artery walls, plaque, which can resist blood flow. The plaque can burst and give a blood clot. The symptom is chest pain and chest tightness. So we are at our conclusion. As we know, the cardiovascular system, just like any other system, which is a complex interrelated system with a multiple parts that function as a whole. The heart without the complex arterial system would be useless. Same goes to the arterial system. If it alone, it would be useless without the vein system to return blood to the heart. Considering the relatedness to every other system of the body makes the circulatory system is the most essential system of the human body. So, we know that without this system, we will not be able to live. So, we must take care of our system so that it will take care of us. In order to take care of our cardiovascular system, we need to exercise regularly and eat healthy. That's all from our group. Thank you.